Mayor Wu, first, I would like to say congratulations on your victory in becoming mayor of Boston. My name is Devon McNeil. My righteous name is Divine Victory Loverlaw. Miss Wu, I am not a murderer. I am not a killer. I am not a gangster. I am not a thug. I am not a nigger. Nor am I a dog. Yes, at one time in my young, ignorant, reckless, and adolescent past, I wore each of the above false identities with great pride and ego. I was misinformed by the misinformed. 21 years ago, I led a life of very undisciplined and self-destructive habits. I played a major role in poisoning my community with crack cocaine, heroin, and senseless acts of violence. I was filled to capacity with deep-rooted anger, self-hatred, and wounded inner child trauma and shame. My mother suffered from depression and opioid addiction, and my father spent my entire childhood in prison. Therefore, I ran into the streets in order to fill a void of internal emptiness. On July 19th of the year 2000, at approximately 12:30 p.m., I selfishly shot and killed a young man during a heated argument. For this brazen act of violence, I was tried and convicted and spent 20 years of my life in prison. Miss Wu, I did not spend my 20 years in prison playing basketball, lifting weights, playing board games, or telling war stories from my past. In the prison library, I met a young man by the name of Allah Fu Quan. During one of our many walks in the prison yard, Allah Fu Quan told me that if I ever wanted to get out of prison, I would first have to change my way of thinking. I would have to free myself from my mental incarceration. He told me that I was great, and if I kept on speaking my truth and educating the youth, I would change the world one day. And as they say, the rest is history. Today, my life has meaning and purpose. For the past 19 months, I've been building my life from the ground up, literally. I've maintained steady employment since my release from prison. And I'm the proud owner of a nonprofit organization titled Not On My Watch Mentoring Incorporated. We mentor inner city youth and feed the less fortunate. I graduated from a college readiness program sponsored by Tufts University called My Turn. From the confines of an 8x10 prison cell, I utilized intense self-determination and willpower to self-publish 2 books respectfully titled The Street Slide and From Negative to Positive in my own words. Miss Wu, I have been blessed with the opportunity to share my life story on the campus of Tufts University and Northeastern University, on countless Zoom meetings and church radio stations. I am so thankful and grateful for those opportunities and experiences. But that's not preventing young black men from killing each other. Young black men are spending the rest of their natural lives in prison because of deep-rooted trauma. I don't have all the answers to our youth problem, but I do have a past filled with anger, heartache, and severe consequences. that the youth can benefit from. In closing, mentor work is my passion. I strive to provide my mentees with the direction and guidance that I needed when I was their age. But I'm being blocked from doing what I love, mentoring. I have a program based upon mentorship, accountability, and violence prevention that high schools and youth organizations can benefit from. But my status as a convicted felon is barring me from working in high schools directly with the youth. High schools, colleges, and certain youth organizations cannot book me to speak nor run programs out of their facilities because of my status as a convicted felon. This rule, regulation, or law is unfair and not right. On February 21st, 2020, the Massachusetts Parole Board stated that the Parole Board is of the opinion that Devon McNeil has demonstrated a level of rehabilitative progress that would make his release compatible with the welfare of society. Ms. Wu, how is this possible? The Massachusetts Parole Board deems me rehabilitated enough to release me back into society after 20 years of incarceration. But according to the Massachusetts Public School Department, I am not rehabilitated enough to be accepted into middle schools, high schools, and certain youth organizations because of my status as a convicted felon? This is not right. How am I truly free? How can I live my life as a full, productive citizen if I'm being barred from living out my dream of mentoring the youth? How can I live the change I want to see if I'm being barred from sharing my life story with the youth? Somebody has to help me. Please, Miss Wu, I'm asking you. Again, Miss Wu, please don't pull off in the Wu train without me. I will be an asset on the Wu train, and I don't mind being the caboose. If given a chance, I too can be productive. Thank you for your time and patience. You can contact me at 508-857-9271. Again, thank you so much. Choo choo! Sincerely, Devon McNeil. Peace.